Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa. Today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable card. And it's a masculine card, which I don't know about you, but I always have a hard time figuring out masculine cards. Cutesy ones and cute ones and colorful ones and girly ones, not a problem. Masculine, sometimes it's hard. So I had purchased this adorable Spellbinders die set, and it's called Aristocrat. And hopefully you can see, as I drop it, there's one. You can see it right here. It's really cool. It's got these 4 dies in it. And you can not only use it for the holidays if you wish, you could use it for a masculine card, or who knows, somebody for like a hunter. You could use it for a scrapbook page. There's a whole bunch of different options you can use. And if you know me or you've ever watched my videos, I am a girl that likes to use one thing for multiple uses because I, like you probably, have a budget and I cannot spend as much as I'd love to. Don't we all? Don't we all wish we could just spend all the money in the world and then not think about it, right? Doesn't work that way. At any rate, so I have, I try to definitely get some things that are my tools or my go-tos that I can use for multiple reasons. This adorable, die set being one of them. The other awesome reason is this for Sentiments for All Occasions. This right here is a stamp set that is ours, Creative Journey with Melissa, of course. And it is awesome, has awesome sentiments, and really is your go-to sentiment set. Number 2. It's going to be a long one, I guess, people. Anyway, this should be your go-to stamp set. See, I guess I just need to slow down. It is called Sentiments for All Occasions, and you can do for birthday, you can do celebrate for any holiday, you can do sympathy, congratulations, thinking about you. There's just multiple things that you can create with this set, and there really is no end. So this is going to be one of the giveaways right here, and this is going to be the other giveaway. So yes, I'm giving away this die set, and trust me, I'm telling you, you will love it. So this right here, I'll give you a little close-up of the card itself. Super duper simple, super duper cute. Just some pattern paper. We have some blue paper here. We have a little bit of off-white right there and for the sentiment. And we have a little bit of brown for the deer or moose or whatever you want to call it. So it is adorable and I love it. So I'm going to show you how to make it. So with that, we're going to put the card aside. I'm just going to show you what items you're going to need. So you'll need, of course, the die set. You will need your card, a background paper. You'll need a piece of paper so that you can do the emblem behind the deer, and also for your sentiment. You'll need blue for the little leaves. Now again, this is all up to you. You don't have to use these specific colors. That's not necessary, but these are what I used. I thought it made it look really cool and masculine, and like I said, it's kind of difficult for me to find some ideas for masculine that aren't always the same, whether it be sports or, you know, a bow tie, things like that. Although those are great things and I love them and I use those as well, I thought this would be kind of a cool way to show you how you could use this die set here, not only for, you could use it for holidays or celebrate. You could use celebrate for holidays even. You could also use it for birthdays, or say somebody got a promotion, you want to share that, you know, excitement with them. So you could do that as well. So these are the items that you're going to need. And you don't necessarily need this. This right here is a Spellbinders tool-in-one. You don't need it, but I have it in my little toolbox and I like to use it. And you will need this, which is your 3D foam. And I think that is all. I think I've got it all. If not, I'll let you know in a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I've got it. So what you're going to do is you're just going to start with your sentiment, with your dies, and I'm going to open that up right now, and I'm going to get my die cut machine out. Obviously, I can't picture the die cut machine with it because it's kind of big, so I cannot do that right now. But I will show you the Sizzix that I do use in a moment when I get it out. So let's get these out here. Here's my Big Shot. I have the magnetic platform right here, along with 2 clear platforms right here. Okay. Now this is the set that I had opened. The one that I'm giving away is a brand new one. So I don't want you to think I'm giving you the one that I'm using, because I'm not. I'm keeping it for myself. Anyway, so these right here are the dies. You can see that they're Not huge, but they're definitely versatile, and you can use them for just about anything. You can even make a little wreath with multiple pieces of this one. I really think it's cool. Really cool set. So what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off with the cream paper. And what I'm going to do with that, whoops, is I'm going to take this, here, let me undo this first. Okay. We're going to take our magnetic platform, then we have our clear platform right on top. We're going to take our paper and put that down. And then I'm going to take my little banner right there for our sentiment. I'm going to put this right here. And we're just going to roll it right through. So I'm going to cover that up with my last clear platform, and we're going to roll it right through. And I'm going to roll it back just to be on the safe side, and can never be too sure because sometimes it's happened where it doesn't work, which is a bummer. But it's always live. Not really live, but uncut and unedited. How's that? So we have this right here. This is what's going to go behind the deer. And this is the banner. You could just push your finger through and it'll pop out. Not always will they work that way, but in this case for this one it does. Okay, whoops. I knocked my adhesive over on the side. So we're going to put those to a side. We don't need those anymore. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper that I'm going to make a deer out of. I'm just going to put my little deer head right there. I'm going to take my clear platform and put that right on top. And I'm going to roll it right through and then roll it back. Like so. And then right back. The reason why I like to use the magnetic platform is it keeps the paper and the die in place. You don't have to, but it's a little bit of a, I would say, luxury, if you will, that it kind of helps you a little bit when you have little pieces of paper like this, and it will keep it in place so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we have this. We're just going to poke our finger through, and that is what it looks like. Okay, so we're set there. I'm going to put that one aside. Last but not least, we're going to use this die, and this is just the little leaves. And I'm going to die cut this one, and then I'll come back and flip it around and do the other one. Okay, so we're just going to do this real quick. Run it through, sorry for the wiggle, and then back. Okay, I'm going to pop this out. And what I'm needing this little tool for, which I was telling you about, is this die right here has little holes. So all I have to do is just poke a few of these little holes, like so, and you'll see how it sticks up so you can pull it out. So I'm just going to use this little poker, and I'm going to gently pull it out. You don't want to be too rough with it, or else it will fall, or it could rip. Okay, so you want to be careful with that, because it is a small die. So we've done that one. Now I'm going to do it again, just a little bit further below for the second one. I'm going to run it right through. I would say the most, and I say difficult in very large quotes, difficult part of this project would really be the amount of time that you're spending doing the die cuts. That's it. It's really not too hard. And we're going to poke this one through just like the other one. Let's see here. Whoops. I'll pull that paper away. I spoke too soon. I didn't pull away the main paper. So then we have this little guy right here. I'm just going to use this little poker. You can use it for the whole thing like I just did, or you can gently pull it. Either way, but it works great. Okay. So we have those two. I'm going to put that die aside. I don't need my poker and I don't need my die cut machine anymore. I like to put them away so that they're actually run through halfway so the die cut platforms don't fall out. Yes, I'm speaking from experience. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to stamp my sentiment. The reason why I'm doing that now is for two reasons actually. One, in case I make a mistake, I can get my die cut out and just do it again. And two, so that the ink has a little bit of time to dry. It should be perfectly fine, not actually worried, but better to be safe than sorry. So as you see here, this is my personal set. stamp set, and right here you can see that these are a little bit dyed in color. They still work perfectly fine, as you'll see. They do not, having the ink stain does not ruin the images at all. I've used some inks that tend to stain it more than others, and sometimes I honestly forget to clean them. So sometimes the stain will stay on there. You do not want to use a really harsh cleaner to get it off in case you do really like your clean stamps, because at some point you could degrade the stamps if they're the photopolymer. So I would suggest you don't do that, or make sure you clean them off right away. Okay, so with that, I'm going to use Happy Birthday like I did in the example, and I do it two different ways. For this time I'm going to show you, I'm just going to line it up like this, Happy Birthday, and I'm doing it so that if I put the stamp block straight down, it will work perfectly. Let me see if this is, it's a little bit crooked. Let me straighten that out a little bit. Whoops. Here, I'll do this one and then I'll add the other one, I think. No, I'm not particular at all. Okay, let's see here. It's hard when you have like letters that drop down, because you want to make sure that you, now it's, see, they do stick, don't they? They're just sticking to my finger, which is not really what I want it to do. Okay, I think this will work pretty well. There we go. Let's see how that looks. I'm going to look back here, see if it looks straight. It looks pretty straight. I'm going to move this one just a little bit, I think, just because I'm being a little particular today. Just a little. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this stamp right here, which says Happy Birthday. We're going to open up our brown or rich cocoa Memento ink. And I'm just going to tap it 3 times. Make sure my sentiment is inked. And then I'm going to just ink it right here. And I'll pull it off. And there we have the Happy Birthday. I may have done it a little crooked. It looks a little crooked, but I think it's okay. So I am going to leave it. I've been told that I need to just let it go sometimes. So there, I'm letting it go, and I'm just going to let it be just fine the way it is. We'll call that artistic expression. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so there, we have the sentiment done already. We have your little pieces right here. So now this is the fun part. We just have to build it. Pretty simple. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to use this adhesive. Don't have to use way too much of it, because if we do, we're just going to waste adhesive. As long as it sticks properly and it looks good, we're good. So that's good, right, like this. Okay. And this is the opening. I want to make sure I have the card the right way. So it'll open like this. Okay. Now you can always make the card like this if you wanted to, and just do it right in the middle. That's up to you. And actually, I think I'm going to show you to do that. I'm going to do that right now. Why? Why not? Right? So I'm going to stick this right in the middle, like so. May not be perfectly in the middle, but it's pretty close. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this blue right here, and I'm going to gently just put a little bit of adhesive on here. You don't want to put too much because it'll show through, but you also don't want to put too little so it doesn't stay. So there, just going to put it like that. Looks good. You want to make sure that you use the same way, like so. So I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this. And like I said, just put a little bit on it, not too much, because you don't want to rip it either. Yes, speaking from experience again. I know. Anyway, so there we go. We've got that. See, that was pretty simple, huh? And if you like to put it underneath, if you want to put it out further, I mean, obviously that's your design choice, whatever you prefer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut 1/3 off of this foam triangle. That's a new one. It's not a triangle, it's a rectangle. I'm going to take 1/3 off and keep the 2/3. the 1/3 right here is for the sentiment. And that's going to go right down below, like so. And then the 2/3 is for the deer. Whoops, and I dropped it. Let me get that guy. He just went flying. I think it was trying to escape. Ha 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 ha, you cannot escape. Anyway, got this right here. Just taking off the backing and putting this right on the back of the deer. And then putting this back on like this. And we're just adhering it just like so. Looks pretty good, huh? Oh, maybe it's a little bit crooked. Let me fix that. Fix it just a little turn. Okay, there we go. Oop. Okay, I think it looks good. I'm gonna turn his head a little bit. All right, perfect. So that is the way that one looks. This is the way this one looks. I'm going to put a little bit of, this is a little trick, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive inside the card to keep it closed. Otherwise it pops open, which can be frustrating and not look good. And then, of course, I want to show you this awesome stamp set. And, of course, I want to show you this awesome die set. So how you like that? I really hope that you enjoyed checking out our creations today. Make sure that you sign up for our website, email/blog post, and our YouTube channel. Every week we give away a prize, and all you got to do is be a subscriber and then check that next week to make sure if you're a winner. If you're a winner, send us your information and we will get your prize out to you. Pretty simple, not too hard. So I hope you have a fantastic holiday, and I will see you next week. Hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for going on a creative journey with Melissa. Bye-bye.